Alright, hey you beautiful big kids, it's your boy Zach and welcome back to some more Alchemy Stars. Today, we're talking about the EX3, Wish Granted, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, let's hop on in here. Now, this is one of them cases where, okay, even I ain't got them all done because, less than 11 turns altogether, but it is what it is. Anyways, this is one of them situations where, you know how I say, like, most characters can handle 80 to 90% of the game? This is that 10% where you actually just gotta have good characters. I'm sorry, but you have to. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Not all content is meant to be beaten right away. This will not be here later on. You're not missing out on that main member either, because it's pretty hard. But again, you're not missing out on that much. But let's talk about it. Right away, you can see all my teams here, and obviously these stages were meant to be used with Chani. All these stages you could easily use Chani and mop the floor with them, obviously, but you can only use one, variant per stage. So you can't use the same one over and over again. So if you do have Chani, you can just pick a stage and put her on the team, and she will do a lot of work because these stages were meant for her, literally. But I digress. Let's start talking about the stages, shall we? So, in terms of difficulty, I would say the hardest is EX3-3, and the second hardest is EX3-1, and the least hardest is EX3-2. EX3-2 is like, it's just a free win, honestly. You don't really got to worry about too much. That was the last one I did, and yeah, it was pretty easy compared to the other two. But I digress. You can pretty much use the same idea for every one of these stages, essentially. Not 100%, but the baseline is there every time, because once I pull up these teams and you see the levels of these characters, you'll see a trend that's very obvious. So we're going to hop into the first one. I'll show you my levels real quick before I hop in, so I'll go to challenge so you can see everybody's level. And then we'll hop in and I'll explain the team and why it's so simple. All right, so here we are in the EX stage. Now, obviously, you can see we have two Schumers. We have one in the center, one in the outskirts. So the idea that they want you to do is kill the one in the middle.
I'm gonna do it. Stop hiding. You hiding forever. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. When I catch you, Ricky.
Then you can kill the one on the outside a lot easier, because as long as the one in the middle exists, the one on the outside has more defense. My dumbass, I put the outside one first, then the inside one, because just how the team worked out. I'm just hitting the outside one so much more. It just ended up that way. So obviously, I did this because instant conversion. We can go any way we want. But the way the team works out is everybody on this team except for Beverly can always hit the enemy, as long as you got enough for their chain combo. Literally everybody's chain combo just targets everything within the range. So I'm always hitting them no matter what. But that doesn't really matter, because the main point here is you honestly just need one character at level 80 as your DPS. Literally for every stage, it's going to be very apparent. The person that's in the front slot is level 80, everybody else is lower levels. I didn't use certain characters just to make a point of this. Like, I could have put Florine on any of these teams and it would have made it a lot easier, because my chain combo damage would have went burr. But I didn't. Literally, we have one actual DPS in the main, later slot, so they can always get their hit off. And then everybody else is literally just supporting them to get there. But on this stage specifically, I make sure I pick characters who can also at least hit the enemy with the chain combos at all times, since one is always in the middle and you can never actually reach them. That's why Kaya finally gets some use in her life, because any other situation I would not be using Kaya, just being completely honest. But yeah, this is the idea for the stage. Now, I am lucky enough to have, a copy in my G, so I could put down my array, and then, I would always be hitting everybody that's inside the array. Obviously, when I'm running around the Schumer on the outskirts, I could always hit her, with the diagonal hits as well. So it wasn't that hard. Obviously, again, these stages aren't meant to be, a walk in the park, but it really wasn't that hard if you do have these characters. Obviously, you would just set up, if you're using this team specifically, just set up and, constantly run around. And if you can, always in your chain combos, you just got something going backwards, always in your chain combo where you are facing the enemy like this, just so Beverly can get her hit in too. Literally, so bing, 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 everybody gets a hit in. And then no matter what, everybody can always hit both of them. So you're always doing damage. And then also, obviously, I picked a Roy because he has selectable power converting and he's healing. You will need healing because these stages are going to take a while to beat and they hit pretty hard. So yeah, this is how you get the first stage done with this specific team, but it works in every other variants. Literally, just have your main DPS level 80, because it literally says level 80. If you have one DPS on every team that's level 80, that's a sniper, you should be able to get it done every stage. It's still going to come down to being lucky, because there's RNG on tiles, and you're not always going to have your conversion up. It just is a fact. You just can't get around certain things. Stage 2, this is the team we use. This is the third team I use, so I didn't have too many characters to use at this point. But yeah, these are the levels. At this point, everybody's a 6-star, because I already used everything else I had on the other two stages, and having 3 complete Thunder teams is not an easy feat by no means. But let's hop on in and talk about it. Alright, so this stage, honestly is the easiest of the three, because the boss isn't that too hard to deal with. If you do it earlier on, it's even easier, but in my case, I did it last because I wanted to use my actual, hardworking units on everything else. But the team's pretty straightforward. I'm usually, I mean, I say usually, I'm literally just using everything I have left off in terms of, what I have available to me. But again, as you saw, our main DPS here is Wrath, not even, refined. So this is before refined Wrath, and she still got the job done pretty easily. But the point is, of this stage is kill the little things that he summons to get the Dark Tiles, walk on the Dark Tiles, get your damage buff, and then, kill the boss. Literally, it's that simple. So, in this team, I ain't got too many options in terms of converting because I don't have everybody, pairing up to Struck out. But yeah, I'm just literally waiting it out until I can use my converters to then beat everything up. Obviously, I have Eve here because she's just another good character to help lower his defense because he does have high defense. So, that's the thing I went with. But boom, now we have more Dark Tiles, so we can't get them quite yet, and it really doesn't matter. But this is all the stages. We're just wasting time until I can actually use the people who are important. So, yeah. There's not really too much to talk about this stage because it really is just a straightforward stage. Like, there's not much to say other than you just hit stuff in this stage. You literally just hit stuff in this stage. That's why it's the easiest. There's no real thought process. It's literally just, I'm going to hit him until I can kill him. That's literally all we are doing. So, yeah, there's not too much to really think about here. And last but not least, this is the other team we had. Now, again, this was before I got to the end of my line, so this was the stage I beat second because, I like, fuck it, why not? Reinhardt's level 80 now. Prior to this, she wasn't, but I need them to be level 80 just so they can do as much damage as possible. Obviously, she is buffing the team and everything else. And Reinhardt's here right now, so if you want the chance to be able to beat this stage, grab Reinhardt. Yeah, look, there you go, Tor Dog, sponsor me. I'm helping you. Anyways, Reinhardt, Nadine, Seal, Grand Ryu, and Schwartz. Literally, this last lot can be anybody because I kept on switching it out. The rest of the team just did just fine. You do need a healer for this stage. This variant of the boss is actually very hard. It's the same boss as before, just a little bit harder. They have lockdowns, and they spawn motherfuckers that you can't hit until you go into Aurora time. So, yeah. Anyways, hopping into it. Alright, so here we are. Per all the other stages, you will need RNG. It just is a fact. You just need to get lucky because if you aren't lucky, things might not just go your way. It just is a fact that you can't get around. So this stage is pretty simple. What you want to do is get into Aurora time, and then hit the boss again while you're in Aurora time. It might sound very simplistic, but it is. Even though it is simple, it's very hard to do. Because obviously, as you can see, he locks the tiles. That's where the luck part needs to come in. As the tiles get locked and refreshed, you need to hope that you get some of the yellow tiles in the right spot. When you do go into Aurora time, you do get dark yellow tiles around you. So, yeah, they'll be there for a second frontal assault later on. But at the same time, the little enemies he has right here on the side, they cannot be hit unless you're in Aurora time as well. And they can do a lot of damage over time. So you do want to kill them. But on top of that, the enemy does take more damage while you're in Aurora time. So, yeah. Now, I do have this set up to where I can just do this. Like, I was lucky enough to have these characters left over when I did this. But this would be my essential startup, like, every time. So, like this, use Reinhardt, set everything down. And please keep in mind, this is not meant for people who just started the game or in the middle of the game. This is literally the hard content that they make for people who've been playing for a while. But yes, we will go all the way around. Bang, 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 get our damage off. It won't be much because unless you're in Aurora time, it will not do much. Get the hits off, do the heal, smack them around, ba-ba-bang. Come on, get through all the chain combos. Now you can see now you have access to hit the enemies on the outskirts. But unluckily, I actually can't tell that's a red tile, okay. But unluckily, we weren't lucky enough to get, a great placement of dark tile. That's where luck comes in. You literally just gotta get lucky. So we're gonna use Nadine. Let's start right there. Then we can go all the way around him at least because you only do a lot of damage, once you're in Aurora time yet again. We'll use Schwartz so we can get good hits off, take a nice big chunk out. And then what we will do is we will go around. Let's see. Yeah, we can only get one of them. So now we'll go around again. And as long as we kill one of them, we're good. Bang, he's dead. He should be dead. Seal, finish him off. There it is. Yeah, but as long as one of them is killed around, you should be fine. We'll push back, and now we can wait to go back in. Let's check out what he's looking at right here. Damaging our enemy, so we're going to get hit no matter what. So we're just going to walk around, get another hit off. The point is... Yeah, okay. Let's get out of here. The point is, just constantly do this. Obviously, we almost took out half itself. The only thing really hard about this is living. That's literally the hardest part about this stage, is just living. That's why you need a healer here. So what we will do is Thankfully, we had some green tiles around him. We can set up one more time. Bang, bang, bang. And we can do this. Do we want to do it this turn, or do we want to wait for Schwartz? And we'll wait one more turn. We have to take 3 hits now. On the brink, but we'll live. Now that we have Schwartz, we can... Do we actually need to do that? We can just check real quick by running around. Yes, we do. Set her up. Alright, and what we actually will do here is we will take the long way around like this. Like that, and then hopefully we get lucky. So we'll do this, go all the way around. We obviously don't have Reinhardt this time around, but it's fine. Bang, heal up, and then we'll let the other ones play out real quick. Then we'll use Schwartz again. He'll kill the one over there. And now, we don't have the craziest setup, but we have a pretty good one. So what we actually can do here is we can do this with Nadine. Get us back over here. And now we're pretty safe. We are actually really safe, and we're really looking good. Go up, go down. Up right here. Get some nice big hits in. And we also get to kill everything this time around. Get a second heal off. Bang, bang, bang. I like how this is actually the only stage we're doing. Because again, the other ones aren't that bad. Clearly one of them is one of the easiest things in the world. And now, let's see here. We don't want to be hit by that, so we'll get out of the range. We didn't get lucky, but we can do this. Actually, let's look what he's about to do real quick. Okay, yeah, no, that's perfect. We'll stop right here. And again. Take 2 hits, we'll be fine. Use a seal. And then we will use Gran Ryu. We will set up with Reinhardt. And then we just get a move on. Now I'm going to get all the hits off as possible. Because he is pretty low now, so we can, you know, hopefully kill. Now we got to pray that we get some good tiles. Or it's going to look pretty close. We could win, we could lose here. Literally, it's either or. And we didn't get good tiles. And that's how easy it is to lose. Like we could do this, but it's not enough. So what we will do... is at least kill one of them so we can still live. Now take the shot. Big bang, big boom. We will put down Nadine's thing right here because we need to heal. Then we will use Schwartz in this situation. Then we will go this way. And let's see if he dies. Yeah, he should be dead. Boom. Stage done. You know, on the brink of death, we didn't get lucky. If we were lucky, we could have killed him in the stage before, but that's how you go about that. And obviously, if we look at the stats, everything came down to Reinhardt, and Schwartz did his part as well. So, yeah. These are the stages. I like how it's like so matter of fact about it, but it's just like it's meant for late, like literally people who's been playing for a while. Like there's no way around it. That's what these stages are for people who want an actual challenge. Literally, that's why it says level 80 characters. The only way you can get around it is having a level 80 DPS at the front, and then having a healer keep you alive, and then going about it from there. So yeah, these were the EX stages. I did one completely through for you, while quickly going over the other 2. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helps in some way. See you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye-bye.